Most animals reproduce by a process in which special sex cells called gametes are produced by the parents. The female gamete is the egg, and the male gamete is the sperm. Recall that most adult animals are diploid, meaning they have 2 copies of each chromosome. The gametes, the egg and sperm, unite by the process of fertilization, and a new individual is created by cell division and development. Sexual reproduction arose early in evolution, and most species now use this method of reproduction. The value of sexual reproduction is that the random assortment of genes from the male and female parents is made possible. Random assortment increases the genetic variability of the population, thereby increasing the capacity of the population to change and evolve through natural selection. The reproductive system is adapted to carry out the manufacture and storage of gametes and to allow the physical act of mating to take place. The male organ used in mating invertebrates is the penis. In most males, there are 2 testes held outside of. Unlike animals that fertilize externally, internal fertilization usually requires insertion of the penis inside a receptacle in the female. The female receptacle that fulfills this purpose is called the vagina. In female mammals, a chamber called the uterus connects to the vagina through a narrow opening called the cervix. The uterus is the place where the embryo develops. Sperm travel from each testis through a tube called the vas deferens. In mammals, the 2 vas deferens join to form a short ejaculatory duct. The ejaculatory duct in turn joins to the urethra, which carries urine from the bladder to the external. In vertebrate animals, 2 ovaries are attached in the abdominal cavity by connective tissue. Each ovary contains many follicles. By the process of ovulation, an egg is released into the abdominal cavity near the opening of a paired tube called the oviduct. The egg moves down the oviduct guided by muscular contractions or the movement of cilia lining the oviduct. The 2 oviducts join the uterus, which connects to the vagina. In most non-human vertebrates, the oviduct joins to a common opening that serves for excretion as well as reproduction. In mammals, the egg implants into the wall of the uterus once it is fertilized, and development of the embryo takes place in the male and female reproductive systems are both controlled by hormones. Hormones are chemical signals in the body that travel in the body fluids and regulate processes by interacting with target cells. The principal male sex hormones belong to a group called androgens, produced in the testes. Androgens are responsible for the male primary and secondary sex characteristics. The primary sex characteristics are the reproductive organs. Secondary male characteristics are a deepening of voice, hair distribution, muscle growth, and aggressiveness. Primary and secondary female sex characteristics are controlled by hormones called estrogens. These characteristics include the distribution of fat, water retention, and breast. The male and female reproductive systems are under the control of a group of hormones, and the hypothalamus is the main center for this regulation. The female reproductive system of humans and other primates follows a menstrual cycle. Fertilization between male and female gametes occurs in animals from jellyfish to humans. The same basic mechanism of sexual reproduction applies in every case. But we should also note that as animals have evolved into more complex forms, reproductive systems have also evolved into complex anatomical structures. Hormonal control has become a vital component of the processes involved in vertebrate reproduction.